Hey, welcome back. Today is a new day, and that means that we're going to be testing out some analog compressors using the Axis Analog matrix. In case you missed the last video, this is a way of remotely controlling real analog equipment through the cloud. I made a booking on their site for a whole bunch of different compressors, so in this video we're going to be comparing those real analog compressors to their plug-in emulation equivalents. Now I have the LA2A, the Distressor, the 1176, the SSL G Series bus compressor, and the Manley Vari-Mu, which I don't have a comparison for. So I've been fooling around with it a little bit, and it's been working really great. There is a little bit of latency while it kicks in, but we're getting the dials of the gain reduction meter to move and everything. So yeah, it's been pretty swell. Let's check it out. Underflow, what does that mean? Yeah, so a couple pops and clicks there, and I'm wondering if that's because I've got Chrome open. One of the ones that I want to download is the CLA76. I've got the CLA2A version, and I guess we're gonna compare that first, but then I'm gonna have to download that CLA1176. Okay, so let's go ahead and print what we have right now. I really liked it with a little bit more peak reduction. So what I'm doing is I'm cloning the settings that I had for my CLA2A onto here. So this was right before 50, and then just right after 30. Now these are approximate settings, and what I experienced in the last video is there might be a little bit of difference. You know, even though we're setting the same peak reduction, it might do more or less depending on the unit. Okay, so it does kind of click and pop and do some weird things every now and then. And now we're going to duplicate this, and this is going to be the waves base, and we're going to do the same thing there. Fantastic. Now we can adjust the Axis Analog version so it lines up with the plug-in version, like that. Okay, now we can obviously see that this is louder than the other one. Turn this one up a bit to match it, and we'll just kind of have to earball this. So I'm actually really impressed with the plugin on this one. We get a pretty similar tone and transient shape. Processing looks pretty much identical. So, you know, I gotta give it to the Waves plugin on this one. It's doing a pretty good job of keeping up with the real thing. Okay, so we've got our Analog Matrix 1176, and I've just downloaded the demo of the Waves 1176. So for this one, we're just gonna match it up same way. So we've got the same blackface model on both of these, identical settings, and we're gonna see what the difference is. Now this is totally different. We get a lot more dynamic range using the Waves version. It's not even, the compressor isn't even fast enough to catch the peaks, and that's the whole point of an 1176. It's super fast. So the plugin isn't really doing at all what the analog version is doing. You can see just in the waveform, the real 1176 is much more sausaged. It's much more consistent throughout. Whereas the waves, especially when we're going between like one note and a strum, you can really hear the difference in dynamic there. And I'm not really sure what happened to the right side of the 1176. I must not have mirrored something correctly. My bad. And next we're gonna need something for the drums. So I'm going to set up a drum bus here. So we're gonna throw on stereo, analog matrix, and connect. Yeah, every time you open this, you have to reconnect. So for the drums, we're gonna use the Distressor. So we got number 1 right there, and number 2 right there. And then remember to link them together before doing anything. And the drums come in kind of right here with a rim click. Oh, that's gnarly. Okay, we gotta nuke this. Okay, go all the way up to nuke. Let's see how it does. Hello. I don't know what's happening, but every now and then, like I can hear it, but it's really, really quiet. The signal is kind of flaky, but that might be my Wi-Fi connection. That's probably on my end. There it is. That is dirty. Let's just grab a section of where we printed the bass. Now we want to listen to our distressed drums with our LA2A bass. Okay, so next we're gonna take a 4-piece band and we're going to compare the analog version to the plug-in emulation. For this, we've got our Waves CLA2A going up against the real LA2A. We've got the CLA76 going up against a real 1176. We've got the Arouser going up against the Distressor. So that's the actual emulation from Empirical Labs. That one will be pretty cool. And then we've got the Waves G Series bus compressor going against the SSL bus compressor. So let's check that out. And also really quick, I did a couple takes of the vocals, trying out the Manley to the Distressor and the SSL. So we'll really quickly pan between the vocal takes and then we'll do it with the band.
You brought around a fella who needed a hand, but didn't know that he was the type of man. Oh, the drugs got a hold of you when they grip so tight. You had a bad day, said you can't even sleep at night. It brings me down. You brought around a fella who needed a hand, but didn't know that he was the type of man. Oh, the drugs got a hold of you when they grip so tight. You had a bad day, said you can't even sleep at night. It brings me down.
If you guys want to check out the Analog Matrix plugin, check the description below because I've got a coupon for 40% off your next 1-hour booking. And let me know if you want to see more of these analog and plugin type shootout videos. I really enjoy doing them. They're a lot of fun. A huge thank you to my Patreons, Gabriel and Leonardo, for all your support. Thank you so much. If you guys are looking for more content, definitely follow me on Instagram at Learn Audio Engineering. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.